if we just let go, then we can feel the arising of soul inside. And that is what carries us into the higher paradigm. But how do you let go? Denial is not letting go. Denial is not letting go. Pretending it doesn't exist. Flipping the trip switch inside which says, I'm the Buddha, doesn't work. It only works for a time. That's not letting go. That's denial. Disassociation, fine, but what are you disassociating from? The only way you can truly disassociate, and by that I believe transcend, is to feel through. And that's what that film was all about. Feeling through the density. And this is what people in the Openhand work are doing all around the world right now. They are turning away from the spiritual mainstream and having the courage, the guts, the balls to go into their stuff. That's what they're doing. They're saying, what is healing? What is healing? Too much healing takes the pain away before you've even had a chance to feel it. So now you're identified with the pain. You're identified with it because you can't handle it. You've created a small I. Please take that pain away. I am that small I that can't take the pain or the discomfort. Not our fault. Not our fault. It's what we've been sold in all the books and all the courses and everything else. But if you get into your pain and you allow yourself to feel it, if you allow yourself to feel it, if you feel the heat of the coals before you drop them, feel the heat of the coals before you drop them, then you don't become an identity. And that's what people all around the world are learning to do now. Get into their fears, get into their contraction, get into their pain, get into their karma. Then you can release it. Then you can let it go. Because what do? When you are the pain, when you become the pain so much that you don't even define it as pain, this is an experience. You know, we have people crossing red hot coals, 500 centigrade. Yes. And we don't run across, walk across. Walk across. When you become the pain, you are no longer identified with it. Why? Because you can step through it as the one. Now you are you, really you. You are presence. And when you're the one, the soul can flow unhindered from the one. But you have to get into that place where the soul is getting stuck in the density, the pain, the identification, the contraction, and you have to work with that and soften into that. And when you soften into that, the soul is liberated through it, and as the soul is liberated through it, you ride the soul back into the source. You are that again. And so much healing work is actually undermining people's spiritual evolution because it's creating identities. You can use great alternative healing, yes, after the person has self-realized what they're supposed to get from the situation, because you manifested it. You manifested everything. Cancer, heart disease. Why have you done it? You are a master creator. You are already creating all of this. The only thing you have to work out is why. Maybe I created cancer because I'm identified with the physical. So maybe I need to feel through the physical and let go of the need for this body to be healed. And then guess what? Then it can be healed because there's nothing holding it. Now the soul can flow through it. Or you may die. You know, someone said to me once, they said, can you give some distance healing to this person who is in hospital on a deathbed? Been unconscious for days, weeks, I think it was weeks actually. Can you send some distance healing? This is before I've decided not to do that kind of thing. Okay? Unless I'm given, unless I'm sanctioned, I can feel it upwelling, yes, I'm going to do it. I felt it that day, I'm going to send it. You know what happened to this person? The next day they woke up out of their unconsciousness long enough to say goodbye before they passed on. Yes. Because that's what they wanted to do. Pass on. Who is here to decide who should be healed or not? It's about self-realization, and you manifest all of these things in order to learn, evolve, grow through the situation. Then you can take the energy away after you've become awesomely okay with it, to the extent that you don't need it to go away. And when people do that, this is true liberation. I am watching people shake off aeons of karma by doing this.